Hi, this is Tim from bn-games.com, and we're here doing another classic capture. This time we're doing virtual on Marz for the PlayStation 2. And I have to say, this is a terrible, terrible game.
Yes, I would completely agree with you.
It's especially like right here, it's like, let's, brainstorm here. What is the first word that pops into your head with Marz? And now a story that was
Total Recall?
Actually, the original Total Recall book doesn't take place on Marz.
Yeah, but who cares about that?
Because it's not Marz.
Doom? How about Doom? You gotta say Doom.
He's pretty right.
If you're gonna go for any Marz story, you go for Red Faction.
Wait, doesn't Half-Life take place on Marz as well? I might be wrong about that. The first
I
Half-Life.
don't think so.
Because they're in the cave. No.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I might be wrong.
Our sources are reliable.
So we triple fact check.
We've at least mentioned 2 or 3 things that are much better than this automatically.
Yeah, that it is not those better games that we mentioned.
And you know what's really sad is that this intro is
it's highly deceiving.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh wow, this looks like it's gonna be great. I mean, look at those graphics. I mean, okay, the robot looks a little cheesy, but hey, it's still pretty good for a PS2 game.
You know, I was kind of thinking, all the colors, it's like he took pieces of Wing Zero and just kind of pasted them together with different colors.
He looks like a botched up Gundam kit.
You know what you know what I have to say though? I do kind of like the neonish lighting effects on this, at least for this video.
Yeah, well, for the video, it's very pretty.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, let's just steal every Gundam launch bay that's ever been produced.
Well, yeah, that's why he's.
Although this is Marco's favorite part because it's a robot with a hat.
That is true. I do like me some robots with hats. That's a fashionable robot, sir.
I'm just wondering, where is his badge? Is his name Woody? And is that Buzz Lightyear?
I also like how combat's really fast here. It's not in the game. Not in the game. Not at all. So, I guess I should give you the basics here.
Yeah.
So, Virtual On was a game that was originally released in Japan, and then it was ported to the Sega Saturn. It was based on Sega Saturn hardware. We've already done a classic capture for that. That was a decent game for its time, and the design, layout, and everything.
Well, even today, by like an older arcade standard, it's still a really good game.
Yeah.
So it's how the fuck did they fuck it up for this?
Yeah, they tried to some extent take the blueprint from this game, from that previous arcade game, and some of the sequels that came out, because there was on the Dreamcast, and in the arcades. But this game was terrible. This was exclusive to the PlayStation 2. It wasn't released on any other platform, and based on our research, this game was poorly received by critics at its time, in 2003 when it was released. And basically, a lot of shops didn't even bother
carrying it unless people had actually reserved it.
The people who bought it were the people who reserved it, and after that, there was no more copies. Tell me how much you get this for? It wasn't like $2-3, something like that.
I think I paid maybe about $6 for it. It's been a while since I bought it. It is hard to find.
That was a double Whopper with cheese and fries to me. Wasted.
That was the number one.
It was the number one.
That was the number one.
That was like 5 minutes of my life at the register wasted.
In fact, you could have, with that $6, you could have got 20-piece chicken nugget, and you could have spent whatever you had left on like a shitload of barbecue sauce.
That's true.
Yeah, one thing I kind of have to mention here is the controls. Since I was the one playing this, the controls are not intuitive at all. I mean, once you start running, you have to run through the full dash. You can't cut out. Square and triangle are your attacks, but the thing is like strong attack and weak attack, and it could be random. I mean, I keep trying to, I hit like triangle here to try to do the blade cut, and it's like, it's just basically button mashing 2 buttons, and it's not cohesive, it's not intuitive. You can't turn while he's running. Oh god, there's just so many terrible.
I will give you one thing. And I know you probably disagree with me, but for a PlayStation 2 game, visually,
yeah,
I don't think it looks too bad.
No, it doesn't.
I'm watching it again because like when I was playing it, I honestly wouldn't have said that. I would have said, it doesn't honestly look much better than the Saturn version.
Oh, no.
But no,
does not go that far.
No, but I mean that's what because I guess that's kind of a bias of not liking the game, but. God, that's why this is terrible. But the graphics, yeah, no, I would say it's not all that bad, yeah, for being a PS2 game. I mean, it does look kind of clean. I don't know. The environment, though, looks too dull for the kind of bright colors that the robots are.
High contrast.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the robot's cel-shaded, but the environment's not.
I want him to say Jehudi. You keep thinking that?
I keep thinking that when he dashes and like with the sword, and it's like, yeah, you run and you get stuck on everything.
I know this is gonna be a real hard visualization for people who don't own birds, but when he runs, he kind of reminds me of the cockatiels when he's waddling, and then they kind of slope their head down. It's waddle, 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 waddle.
High speed waddling.
Kind of
Just look it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's videos.
running cockatiel, just or the duck. Kind of like a duck would be good too.
Hey, ducks are way better than this game.
Yeah, for $6 you could have bought a duck.
That's
Hell,
that's
for
a really inexpensive duck.
For like $3, I could have got like a baby chick.
Well, I don't know. The game's terrible. What can we say?
Yeah, that's another thing. This game has horrendous loading times for everything.
Is that what we're looking at?
No, the video's stuck.
I don't know. It's not, and it's not very common. It's based on the fact that they didn't manufacture a lot of this.
Yeah, considering the 6 years I've been going to that store, this is the only time I've ever seen it since and before. So I mean, I know it is rare, although it's not really worth having.
Was fighting the boss any better than?
The boss wasn't so bad. It was kind of a pattern thing, but the thing is it easily can fuck you over. But as long you really don't need to use repair discs until you get to the boss. So once you do that, you're pretty much set up for it.
How does a disc repair?
Well, the subtitle to the game is Cyber Troopers. So I'm guessing there's some kind of digital matrix thing that, I don't know, nanomachines.
Isn't it kind of clear on Marz? Doesn't it look a little
It doesn't even look red. I mean,
there's curiosity around there.
I was just about to say, what is Curiosity's problem?
It turns out you are playing Curiosity all along.
Well, NASA didn't want to tell us.
Just NASA doesn't want to reveal that they're working on giant Gundams.
So if I dig deep enough into Marz, we'll unleash hell.
Yes. And that wouldn't be good.
But are we playing hell in this instance?
But see,
are we absorbing hell?
What I was really looking for were Buggle.
I'm lost now. Future. Oh. Okay. I don't know. It's not recommended by us whatsoever. It's not worth your time. I've seen this on eBay for $2.
It's not worth your milk money.
I've seen it on eBay for $2 with the case and the instruction booklet. And that usually means you gotta pay more.
Yeah. I mean, as it is, I got mine with the instruction booklet and case. I doubt that there were very many people that ever bought this game that really were, that they probably played it once and well, this is gonna stay on the shelf.
If you really, really, really feel the need to play a virtual on game, just play the Saturn version.
Yeah.
Just buy the Saturn version. Buy a Saturn. It's better.
Isn't Virtual On also on the PlayStation Network?
No, I believe
it is on the Xbox Live.
Xbox
Live. I would even recommend that above this any day.
Yeah.
And that's me recommending an Xbox game. That's not Halo or Gears.
But this game was exclusive, so
yeah,
you'd have to have a PS2, and it's not worth it. Marco, what do you think?
He's colorful. Reminds me of a Gundam. Visually, it's impressive, but it looks like it handles like shit.
Pretty much.
And that's the important thing.
Yep. Alright, everyone. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this game, put your angry comments below. I know there's got to be one or two of you. Please subscribe and let us know what you think.
Go ahead, be that guy.
Thank you.